I quit Java game development, and I think you should too as well. Well, let me try to explain before you try to skewer me with pitchforks and stuff. So I have been making games for 2 years now, and up to date I have not completed a single title that I've set out to complete. And that was because I followed lots of YouTubers' advice on making your own game engines from scratch, something about using a game engine as being lazy, blah blah blah. I think they're just trying to make views, and yeah. Well, they might be right in some way or form, but according to me, if you'd like to be having fun while making games and make a lot of games as much as you want and actually finish your games, I think you should be using a game engine. So what exactly are game engines? According to Google, a game engine is a software development environment specifically designed for creating video games. It provides a set of tools and frameworks to make it easier for developers to blah 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 blah. Well, to put it into simpler words, a game engine is to game development as frozen pizza is to pizza. I mean, instead of having to build all the render engine physics and all the nonsense, it's just like going to the store and going to buy a frozen pizza. All you do is choose the pizza that you want to make and pick the topping and the spices and all that stuff. You don't need to worry about the dough and sauces, you merely just have to choose the flavor. So why should you use a game engine instead of building all your games from scratch? It's kinda the same thing with the pizza scenario. So you don't want to make the pizza from scratch because you don't want to have to go through the hassle of making the dough and the sauces. You just simply go buy the frozen pizza and all you focus on is choosing the spices, toppings and the flavor. So I have found 3 main reasons to why you should use a game engine. So the first reason is time saving. Game engines can save you a ton of time by providing you with pre-built components and tools that you can use to build your game. This means that you don't have to spend hours coding every single detail and you can focus on creating only the fun and fundamental parts of your game. For example, Brackets was able to make a full working video game in 10 minutes. So some of these components can be like the rendering engine, so instead of having to code every single detail on how the rendering works, you just have the game engine do it for you. The second reason is that it is a fun development process whenever you use a game engine. So between you and I'm not a professional game dev. I'm not even an indie game dev. I don't even study computer sciences or game development or programming in general. So it becomes very challenging and intimidating when you have to implement physics formulas in a programming language for a game. So the third reason you should use game engines because it provides a lot of platform support. So for example, you made your game in Python or in Java or in C or C++ and you want other people to try it out and play it so that they can have fun. How will you be able to distribute it to them? Because most of the time usually it builds, those languages usually built for desktop. You might have to start downloading and setting up Android studios to build for Android or do something else to build for console and all that stuff. So with a game engine, instead of having to start over again and build your code in a new language or in a different platform so that it can be supported in that other platform, you can simply just code once and then have it built for multiple devices. You can have it built for Android, iOS, iPad, tablets, TVs and even consoles. So many game engines out there, so how do you choose the correct engine for you? There are a lot of options. There's Unity, Unreal Engine, Game Maker. Each has its own unique features, and there's many more. There's like Godot and other game engines. So it's up to you to decide which one suits you. But I decided to go with Unity Game Engine. The reason is pretty obviously because it's free. Okay, Unreal is also free, but it also is because it supports C# and C# is basically like Java, right? I think C# is literally Java, but yeah. And also, Unity is pretty great when it comes to making mobile games. Did you know that Call of Duty Mobile uses Unity? You probably did not know, but now you know. So make sure you thank me down below in the comment section for letting you know that Call of Duty Mobile was made in Unity. And the other reason I chose Unity is because it has an amazing advertisement network, so it's much easier to monetize a game there. And on that happy note, make sure to click the top right icon to see how I made my first ever complete game in one weekend using Unity. So it's safe to say that game engines are an incredible resource for game developers. They provide a set of tools and frameworks that can save you time and make it easier for you to build games. So next time you're considering building a game from scratch, consider using a game engine instead. Your time and sanity will thank you. I mean, my sanity thanks me because I was able to build a game in one weekend. And yeah, make sure you don't forget to watch that video. So if you're a gamer, make sure you use a game engine to make your game. And if you're a noob, yeah, make sure you don't code from scratch, just use a game engine too. And also guys, make sure you slap the subscribe or else I'll come and slap you. And the like button, and make sure you watch how I made my first mobile game in one weekend. Peace.